أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, we start by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we send our salam and salawat on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our sins and shortcomings and accept our time and effort that all of us are giving as good deed, inshallah ta'ala, and have mercy on us in this world and the akhirah, inshallah ta'ala. And we also make dua for all our brothers and sisters around the world, and especially in our country, in Bangladesh, that may Allah, bring peace and may Allah give sabr to the people who have lost the family and friends. And may Allah, keep them in the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah ta'ala. I'm not sure if some of our brothers or sisters are able to join today because the internet has issue in Bangladesh, but inshallah we'll be recording it and as normal, and inshallah they will be able to see it later on. So today, first of all, I apologize to start a bit late because I had something to finish by 9:15. So I apologize for that, but I'll try to finish as soon as possible, like by 10 o'clock or maybe 5 or 10 minutes here and there, inshallah ta'ala. So last week we did Harf of Jar. Today my intention is to do two more fragments because they are very easy ones. So I'll try to finish them today. And if the time permits, then we'll do some exercise from the Quran like we did last week. Okay, so we're gonna ask each of you to ask something, and then inshallah maybe next class we can do a bigger one after that. Okay, so let's do a quick review before we start. So this is our first page that we did in the first half of this course, the first quarter of this course, actually, the four properties of an ism and the charts and everything. And as we said, we always need this one. In this, we have, number, plural and pair and singular, masculine and feminine. I think one of the sister had a question about the broken plural, which I'm just going to clarify one more time. So there are, if you see in the middle of this page, the non-human feminine plural and human feminine plural. So what is the difference? Human feminine plural, actually, they are atin and atun. So they are from the chart. They are from the chart, okay? Now, non-human feminine plural can be also from the chart, okay? Like, for example, car. Car is Arabic called sayyarat, sayyaratin, sayyaratun, okay? Just like that, okay? So they are non-human, okay? But there are broken plurals. So human feminine and non-human feminine, they could be both from the chart, okay? But when it comes to broken plural, there could be two types, human broken plural and non-human. Both of them is can be feminine and singular. And number 5, which is non-human, is always feminine and singular. Okay, feminine, and the number is singular. Okay, although you're calling it plural. Okay, so I've mentioned this again and again. So this is a tricky one. You always have to remember. Non-human broken plural is considered feminine and singular. Human broken plural can also consider feminine and singular, but it could also consider masculine and plural as well. Masculine and plural as well. Okay, and as we are going through, we are looking at different examples. And today also we're going to do one fragment that this thing will come into handy. And I'll remind you again, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. Then we started our fragments. And we said we're going to talk about 5 fragments. We have done only 2, idafa and harf of jar. In idafa, we know the mudaf and mudaf ilay, and we have idafa chain. We also have special mudaf, and we have pronouns. Okay, so all this we have done already. The special mudaf, we have to memorize those because these are our vocabulary. And as I said, many comes in the Quran. Okay, and they're very commonly used. Okay, and there are 5 of them among these. If they're in heavy, then they're normal word. If they're light, then they're considered a special mudaf. Okay, and among this one, actually, the ba'du, ayu, kullu and ba'du is very common. Ayu is also there. Okay, ghairu is also there. Mislu. So almost all of them, all of them are actually common. So you can't just pick and choose. All of them you have to remember and understand that these are the 5 special one. Okay, among the special mudaf. Okay, last week we did harf of jar, which is very simple, that it makes the next word jar, and we talked about bi, ta, ka, li. Okay, li sometimes can be li or la. Okay, and the li is very common among all of these. The li is the most common because, and li is, most of them are single letter, as you can see, like so not most of them, like a few of them are single letter. Especially lam is such a letter. Okay, And there are different types of lam, as I said. Okay, we talked about there are actually 7 types of lams in advanced Arabic, but for now we know that this lam is the la means 4. It could be li or la, because it's one single letter. It's very easy to miss out. It's very easy to miss out, so you have to be careful. Okay, so when you look at an ayah or read an ayah, try to try to understand the ayah. This li is just one letter. Okay, it could be li or la, so you have to be careful on that, that don't miss out that. Okay. There's another kind of lam. It's called la of emphasis. We're going to talk about it more bit later, but there are some la which use, it looks like a la means 4, but actually it's not 4. And how do you know that? The next letter or next word after the la is not a ism, it's a harf, or it could be ism, but the ism is not in jar status. In that case, that la is not la for 4, it's a la of emphasis. And we're going to come some examples, and I'm going to discuss this more when it comes. For time being, you remember li or la means 4. Okay, then we talked about mean, wa. There are different kinds of wa. We're going to talk about it later also. This wa means I swear by. An, ala. Ala could be sometime alai. Hatta and ila could be ilai. So all this we know that. Okay, one thing I need to show you here today. Sometimes this word, this letter ma. Okay, ma means, actually there are different, the ma has different meanings. Okay, ma means whatever. Okay, ma could also means no. Okay, and we're going to talk about that also towards the end of the course, or what when sometimes ma means no also. Okay, ma also means water as well. Okay, so there are different types of ma. Sometimes this ma that you can see on the screen, it means whatever or what. Okay, so if you put an, which is a half of jar, and plus ma, it's not anma. The noon gets drops out, it's a amma. Okay, it's called amma. Okay, the noon. So this is how it is sound. It's the same thing. It's half of jar about, and ma means whatever. So about whatever, or about what. Okay, about what. Okay, but the noon gets smooshed out. Okay, this is this is Arabic writing or reading rule, as you can say, but it's actually mean amma means an plus ma. Okay, same thing, min plus ma could be mimma. Okay, mimma. And there's so many times mimma has been used in the Quran, right? So amma and mimma. So sometimes it doesn't look the same. The full harf of jar is not there. The noon gets drops out. Okay, but this is a look like the last juz of the Quran is called juz amma, right? Which, and in Bangladesh we call ampara. Okay, the last para. Okay, ampara. This is the word am. Okay, so why it's called am? Because the surah, the first surah of the juz, that juz is in amma yatasaalun. Okay, so the surah an-Naba, and amma means the first word of that surah was amma and plasma. Amma yatasaalun, whatever, about what they're talking about what they're asking questions. So that is so because the first word, I mean the first fragment, actually you can say and plasma amma, that's why it's called juz amma. Juz amma. Okay. So but when we are young, when you learn the Quran in when you're young age, so juz amma, or ampara, he knows ampara. What is ampara? It's not am, actually it's am, and am comes from here. Okay, so that's amma. Okay, so this is the two things that you need to know sometimes. Okay, one thing you need to also know here, if you see this min and qabli, okay, and I told you this qabla, we special mudaf, right? It's one of the word in special mudaf, qabla, tahta, bada. Okay, and I told you at that time that most of the time these are in nasab status. Remember when he talked about the special mudaf, those 15 words, okay? Most of the time they are details, meaning nasab status. So okay? Sometimes because of harf of jar, they could be in jar status. Min kabli. Kabli means before. Min kabli means from before. Okay, from before. Okay. So this is also you will find in the Quran that because of the harf of jar, the special mudaf is not anymore in nasab status, is became in jar status. Okay, in jar status. Okay, and it is normal because special mudafs are ism also. So harf of jar has the power to make any ism in the jar status. Okay, because special mudaf are also ism. Okay, that's why they become also jar because of that. Okay, so this is just to show you, because I told you at that time that in general cases they are always like nasab status, like fatha, tahta, bada, kabla, amama, okay, khalfa, ghaira, okay. But they could be also jar status if they have a harf of jar before that, okay. There is something else also in this regard that I like to show you now. This is also found in the Quran, min qablu. Now you can say grammatically this doesn't look right because we know min is a harf of jar and qabl is a ism. So it should be like before, min qabli. It should be jar. But sometimes in the Quran you find min qablu. Min qablu. When and why this happens. Okay. There is a reason for that. Okay. If you know qabl or qabla is a special mudaf, that means it has to have a mudaf ilay. Like for example, if I say qabla al juma, before the juma, qabla al juma, right? If I say min qablil juma, from before the juma, okay, that's all fine. Okay, what happens sometimes that this special mudaf or any special mudaf, they have, they should have a mudaf ilay, but sometimes the ayah or the phrase finishes without the mudaf ilay. So a special mudaf is sitting there without a mudaf ilay. Okay, in that case, it's like a broken pair because mudaf and mudaf ilay is a pair. Okay, so idafa is a special mudaf and it has to have a mudaf ilay. Okay, if some reason take the mudaf ilay out, there's no mudaf ilay, just a special mudaf sitting there, then they become angry and they say, okay, we're not going to change our status, we will hold on to our default status and we will be rafa. Doesn't matter if we have a harf of jar before us or a harf of nasab before us, we are not going to change, we're not going to change, we will be rafa. Okay, why they're angry? Because we have taken their mudaf ilay out. Okay, and by doing that, what it means, so min, if I say min qablil juma, from before, juma, but if I just say min qablu, from before and nothing after that, I have no mudaf ilayh, it means from before a long time. Because when you put a mudaf ilayh after the qabla or any other example, like any other special mudaf, it limits the thing. It has a limitation. Okay, so before what? Before Juma. After what? After Maghrib. Okay, something you're putting a time limit. But when there is no mudaf ilayhi, okay, that means it means the meaning behind it, it giving the inspiration that a assumption that it has a long time before. Okay, something that has limitless, something that is a long before. Okay, so because of the taking the mudafile out. Okay, and we have some examples like this in the Quran. And when you come to this, you will see that it means it will see that the kablu has no mudaf ilay. So special mudaf will have no mudaf ilay, usually means broader range of time and place. Broader range of time and place. Okay, so this is not a normal case. It is found in the Quran, but it is some of those places, special places. Okay, okay. So if you find like this, don't think it is a mistake, or I mean, obviously, Quran is not. There's no mistake in the Quran, but don't think that I don't understand why it's happening like this. It should be tabli because min is a harf of jar. No more. It can also be dafa if there is no mudaf ilay after that. No mudaf ilay after that. Okay. So this is something that I like to mention about the harf of jar that we did last week. Okay. So let's jump on to our this week's harf, which is harf of nasab. Okay. Like harf of jar, there are only 8 harf of nasab. Okay. And they have their meaning. Okay. Inna means certainly. Anna means that. Okay. Now this that is not the pointing that. Like if I say that is my car, it is not that. It is not that. If I say, I see that you are a very interesting person, this is that. So there's 2 types of that in English. One that means something you're pointing to. Oh, that is the mosque I can see from here. This, you're pointing to something. It's a physical location, or you're pointing. But if I say, oh, I see that you are very upset about the class. Okay, I understand that you're trying to be very hopeful in this matter. So that is not pointing something. It's like a that. okay, that swimming is good for health, okay, something like this, okay. I can say that, today we had a very good session, okay. So I can say that, okay, so that is that, okay. So it's not that the pointing that, you understand what I'm saying, okay. So certainly that, ka'anna means as though, laita means if only, laita means if only, lakinna means however, okay, la'alla can mean so that, hopefully, maybe, all these three meanings. Bi anna means because, and li anna also means because, okay. These 8 are called harf of nasab. There are a few more, but not for this level. There's a very, very rare one found in Arabic literature and everything, but most of them are found in the Quran are here, okay. Inna, anna, ka'anna, laita, lakinna, la'alla, bi anna, li anna, okay, 8 of them. And what they do, just like harf of jar, they make the next word nasab. There is one difference though between harf of nasab and harf of jar. First difference is harf of jar, make it a jar. Harf of nasab, make it a nasab. Simple as that. By the title, you understand that. There's one more difference. The one more difference is, in most cases, 99% time, harf of jar makes the next word a jar. So the victim of the harf of jar is right next to it. Harf of nasab doesn't have to be next to this. It could be some words later also. So the harf of nasab, the word that becoming a nasab, okay, doesn't have to be always right after the harf. It could be right after the harf. It could be some words after that. Maybe the harf is there, and then in between there's a mudaf and mudaf ilayh, there's a harf of jar, and then the word is a nasab. So there is still, it is a harf of nasab, okay. And we'll see some examples, obviously, like this, okay, many examples, okay. For example, if we see, so inna is a harf of, inna means certainly. Inna, if I say certainly, what is na means here? Can anybody tell me what is na means? Where did you talk about na? Anyone?
ربنا.
Yeah, no, but what is na means? What is it?
Us, we.
Us.
Us. So it is a pronoun. Is a independent pronoun or attached pronoun?
Attached pronoun.
Attached pronoun, okay. So attached pronoun will be attached with the harf. Remember, I said attached pronoun can be attached with ism, attached pronoun can be attached with harf, attached pronoun can be attached with fail also, okay. So obviously we saw that, like the brother said, Rabbana, right? That's a mudaf and mudaf ilayh, because Rabb is a ism and na is the attached pronoun, our Lord. Here I want to attach the na with inna, innana. So certainly us, or certainly we, okay, whatever you want to say that, okay, certainly we, innana, okay. So innana, sometimes it's too many noons. There's two noons here and the one noon here. So sometimes in the Quran you find like this, inna, okay. This, because it's too many noons, it doesn't sound good, okay. So they put, sometimes they keep the all noons, innana, okay. Sometimes it's inna, okay. So if you see inna like this, okay, the inna, okay, shadda and alif, that means certainly we, okay. Like if you see the inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr, okay. So inna means certainly we, okay. The difference between where people make mistakes, see, they think this inna means certainly. No, certainly inna has no alif with the noon. It's alif, noon, that's it, and shadda and fatha, right? But inna, there's alif at the end. That means innana actually. That means innana. But to make it quicker and easier, the Arab said inna. Okay, and inna means certainly we. Certainly we. Okay, just to show you. Okay, it could be innaha, certainly him. It could be innaka, innaka la'ala khuluqin azim. A lot of time Allah said to Prophet ﷺ, innaka, certainly you are the messenger of Allah. Okay, so it could be innaka. Any pronoun can be attached. Okay, for example, innal hisaba, certainly the hisab, the account. Okay, so, and hisaba because it's nasab. Okay, la'allahum, la'allahum, la'alla means so that, hopefully, maybe. So what is la'allahum means? So that they are, okay, or hopefully they are. Whom means they, the attached pronoun, okay. So la Allah whom, okay. Lakinna aksaran nasi. Look at this one. Lakinna aksaran nasi. Okay. What is lakinna means? Lakinna means however. Aksara means more. More. Okay. M-O-R-E. More. Many. You know, it comes from kasir. Okay. Aksara. Okay. And nas means people. So what does the whole phrase mean here? Who can tell me? Anyone?
However, what's Aksara means, right?
Most.
However, most people.
Almost right, but not 100%. Almost right. You get like 96. Anyone else want to try?
Not many people.
No, not many people. No. Lakinna means however,
Okay.
aksara means most, and nas means people. So what does the whole phrase mean?
Annas, most of the people.
Yes. So however, most of the people. And here you can see lakinna and aksara. Because of lakinna, aksara is nasab. Because lakinna is a harf of nasab, it made aksara, not aksaru, not aksari. Okay. And aksara and nasi was fragment between. Is there any relationship between aksara and nasi? What type of fragment is that? Aksara and nasi.
Mudaf. Yeah,
Mudaf and
idafa, idafa.
idafa, yes, because it's no alif lam and it's light, and an-nasi is jar. So there is two fragment here. First one is harf of nasab, lakinna and aksara and nasi is idafa. So however, most of the people. However, most of the people. Okay, that's what it means. Okay. Anna lahum ajran. First of all, can anyone tell me what is lahum means? Just the lahum.
For them.
For them. Very good. Okay. And anna means?
Certainly.
Anna means that.
No, anna means
That.
not certainly. That. Okay, that. And ajar means reward. Reward. Okay. So what will be the translation of this?
For them.
Is the reward?
That reward.
Yeah, that for them is the reward. That for them is the reward. Okay. Now, why it doesn't sound like very, because it's not a full sentence, right? It's like a fragment, right? There's two fragments here. If anna is here, anna is a harf of nasab. The next word is lahum. Lahum itself is a harf of jar, because la means for and hum means them. So who did anna become nasab? Not lahum, ajran. So I wanted to show you, because you know the harf of nasab, the word that became nasab doesn't have to be right after that. Remember I was saying that's the difference. Okay. So in between anna and ajran, if there's no lahum, then anna ajran means that reward. Okay. So you can say that reward for them. You can also say that way. Okay. That reward is for them. You can say that also. Okay. Anna lahum ajran, because lahum can come in the middle. So between harf of nasab and the word who became nasab could be something else. Could be another fragment. Could be a mudaf and mudafile. Could be a harf of jar itself also. Okay. So this is just an example to show you that this can come like that. Okay. So in the exam, maybe I can ask you, anna lahum ajran, which word is the victim of anna? Meaning which word anna became nasab? Is it lahum or is it ajran? And that's why ajran is ajran, not ajrun or ajrin, because it has to be nasab, because anna is harf of nasab. Everybody clear? Okay, very good. I think these are the examples, and we'll do some more examples when I go to the Quran. I'm just showing some of them, and inshallah next class we'll do another exercise also. Maybe I'll prepare an homework to ask you some questions, or maybe we can do that way. But so this is what about harf of nasab basically. So there are 8 of them, which obviously you have to memorize and remember. Inna means certainly, anna means that, ka anna means as though, okay, laita, okay, lakinna, la'alla, bi anna, li anna, okay. And as I said, these are very important vocabulary, not because they're harf of nasab, because they've been used many times in the Quran, many times. If you know these words, you know a big bunch of words, okay? And because you know their application also, meaning you not only know the meaning, you also know what it does. It's a harf of nasab, it will make something nasab, okay? Either right after it or something after it. You also learn almost 13 harf of jar, okay? So you know their meaning and also you know what they do, okay? So this is how you, and if you look at the Quran now, even look at the short surahs now that you always recite in your prayer, you will see so many things is clear to you now. You will find so many li, la, inna, anna, fi, min, ala, hatta. You will find so many of them, and you can even make meanings of them because you know the meaning of them and you know why they're becoming jar and why they're becoming nasab. So you know that inshallah already. Okay, let's go to our fourth fragment today because that's also easy one. So we're gonna finish it today also. This fourth fragment is called Mawsuf and Sifa. Mawsuf Sifa is nothing but noun adjective. What is noun adjective? So look at some examples. So handsome brothers, okay, for example, a beautiful car. Okay, so I'm describing brothers as handsome. I'm describing a car as beautiful. Beautiful babies, okay. Big house, okay, so adjective and the house, okay. Good Muslims. So all of these phrases, you can see there's an adjective and there is a noun. So we are describing something with the adjective. So house, what type of house? Big house. What type of Muslim? Good Muslims. Okay, so these are called Mawsuf Sifa. Okay, now in Mawsuf Sifa in Arabic, okay, so two words come together, okay, and they one describe the other one. Unlike English, usually in English the adjective comes first. So if I say tall man, the tall is the adjective. Red carpet, okay, the color is the adjective, right? But in Arabic, it's the opposite. The noun comes first and adjective comes second. But remember one thing, adjective is not a different kinds of words in Arabic. Arabic only has three kinds of words, ism, fail, and harf. Do not, confuse yourself. Adjective is also ism. Noun is also ism. Adverb is also ism, okay? So when two isms comes together and they fulfill a condition, then one become the adjective of the other one. The second one become the adjective of the first word. What are this condition? The condition is very simple. All the four properties of the first word. What are the four properties? Status, number, gender, and type. The one that we learned in the very beginning of our course, right? The first page of the slide, right? Status, number, gender, and type has to match with the next word, status, number, gender, with the type. So if two words or three words or many words comes together, the first one has four properties, status, number, gender, because this is ism. And the second one is also an ism, and their four properties match each other, meaning if they're rafa, they has to be rafa. If they're singular, they has to be singular. If they're masculine, it has to be masculine. If it is proper, it has to be proper. If all four properties match with each other, the first word is being described with the next word. So the next word is the description or the adjective of the first word. That is Mawsuf Sifa. In Mawsuf Sifa, unlike harf of jar and harf of nasab, you don't need to memorize anything. You only need to know that the four status that you learn and you did the assignment, right? How to find the four status, okay? If the four properties, not status, sorry, of the four properties of the ism matching with the four properties of the next ism, then they are called Mawsuf Sifa, okay? Noun, adjective. Mawsuf means noun, okay, or some name. Sifa means the adjective. So one becomes the adjective of the other, okay? So let's look at some examples and then we'll understand, inshallah. For example, Sadikun Salihun. Okay, very simple one actually, okay? Sadikun means, someone who's truthful. Salih means someone is a Salih person, righteous person. So and all the four properties match. You can see the Sadikun is Rafa, Salihun is also Rafa. This is singular, this is also singular. This is common, this is common. This is masculine, this is masculine, okay? If it all matches, that means this Saleh guy, Saleh is Sadik, meaning righteous guy, so honest, righteous person. You can say an honest or truthful, righteous person, okay? Kutubun kabiratun. Kutubun kabiratun. Now this is a good one. Kutubun is Rafa, right? So this is our Rafa, status, okay? Kabiratun is also Rafa, right? So it matches, status match. Now let's look at our gender And before just to type, so common, there's no al here, so it's common. Kutubun is also common, kabiratun is also common. But when it comes to masculine, is kutubun masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
No, wrong. Kutubun is not masculine. If it is masculine, okay, let's take example, it's masculine. And kabiratun is masculine or feminine?
Feminine. For
Feminine. Why feminine? Because of tamarbuta. So then it's not a Mawsuf Sifa, but actually it is Mawsuf Sifa. Why kutubun is feminine? Can you tell me now? I told you.
Yeah. A
Why?
non-human.
Yes, non-human broken plural. Non-human, because kutub means books and it's non-human, right? So it is broken plural. And not only that, it is feminine because kabiratun is feminine because of tamarbuta, right? So it is feminine and it is singular. Kabiratun is singular because tamarbuta is singular. Remember, muslimatun is singular. It's not atun. It's a singular column. Kabiratun is singular and kutubun means books, but grammatically is singular because it's non-human. F1, okay? So this is also Mawsuf Sifa. And kutubun kabiratun means big books. Kabir means big, kutub means books, big books, okay? So kutubun is the, Mawsuf, and it is Rafa, singular, feminine, and common. Singular and feminine, okay? Remember, kutubun means books, which is non-human broken plural. Non-human broken plurals are always treated as she, feminine, and singular. Don't forget previous concept we have learned. Thus far, refer to unit 1.3.2, meaning in our first chapters. Okay, so kabiratun is the sifa. It is rafa, singular, feminine, and common. Okay, so this is Mawsuf Sifa as well. The most trickiest part of Mawsuf Sifa is to find out whether it is a non-human broken plural. If it is that, then you consider it's feminine and singular so that it matches with the next word. Okay, so this is the tricky one. Okay, this one, kaulan sakilan. Is it Mawsuf Sifa? Kaulan sakilan.
Yes, looks like
Yes.
same.
Everything matching, right? Kaulan is matching, sakilan is also matching, and this is not non-human broken plural, no feminine, so everything matching. So this is also Mawsuf Sifa. This is also Mawsuf Sifa. Okay. Let's do this one. Al qawmu zalimuna. Is it Mawsuf Sifa?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
One said,
status is different.
really? Brother Musaddiq, status is
Okay.
different?
Qawmu
Um,
zalimuna.
Rafa.
Yeah, both of them are Rafa,
Both
right?
are Rafa.
Well, you,
Both
you look at the
Plural.
na first and you thought it's nasab,
proper.
right? Yeah. Yes,
Both are
everything
proper.
matches. Yes, so it is Mawsuf Sifa. Al is proper, kaumu is, and also zalimun is singular, plural, dual. Is zalimina singular, plural, or dual?
Plural.
Plural. How come kaumu is plural? How can you prove
Nation.
kaum?
It's,
Nation.
yeah, Ism Jama.
Isam Jama, excellent sister, very good. Isam Jama, yes, it's the nation, the meaning Isam Jama. We have 8 Isam Jama pronoun isms, right, in the list. So yes, that's one of them. Very good. Yes, that's why it's this one. Okay, let's do this one. Fi madrasatin kabiratin. So there's an extra fee here. That's fine. Because of fee, it become madrasatin. Okay, and kabiratin. So is it Mawsuf Sifa?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. What is the meaning of it? Madrasa means school or madrasa.
Fi mean in.
Mm-hmm.
In madrasatin kabiratin.
High school.
From big madrasa.
Not from. It's in, right?
Oh, yeah, in big madrasa.
Yes.
Kabira.
In big madrasa. But is it in a big madrasa or is in the big madrasa?
Singular. Madrasa is singular.
Singular.
Kabiratin is singular. Yeah.
Okay.
One madrasa. Then one
One madrasa.
madrasa.
So, and also there's no da here. It's common, right? Madrasatin, kabiratin is
Yeah.
common. So in a big madrasa, in a big school, whatever I want you to say it. Okay. Very good, sister. Very good. Okay. So it's and here, how many fragments? We have 2 fragments here because fi and madrasatin is harf of jar and madrasatin is kabiratin is also Mawsuf and
Mawsuf
Sifa.
Sifa.
One second. Now, the last thing about Mawsuf Sifa, and as I said, because we have our time is short today, next week we're going to do a lot of examples. Okay, we'll try to do some examples from the Quran today also, but I'm just saying, in the Quran, a lot of time you will find the two names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as Mawsuf Sifa. For example, a lot of time Allah finishes the ayah, Inna Allah Azizul Hakim, Rahmanir Rahim, okay, Alimul Khabir, okay, a lot of time. So the two names of Allah. When the two names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes with each other, grammatically they are Mawsuf Sifa because everything matches, all the four. But we don't consider them as Mawsuf Sifa. Why? Because both of the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if Allah is Aziz and Allah is Hakim, Allah is Ghafoor and Rahim, okay, they don't describe each other. One is not dependent on another one because Allah is Allah, okay? So everything is infinite. So one does not describe the other one. Like here we can see that the madrasa is described because it's big. So we're describing the madrasa as big. So one is dependent on the other. But because it's Allah's name, yes, grammatically, they are considered Mawsuf Sifa. But if I ask you the two names of Allah, are they Mawsuf Sifa? You say, no, they are not Mawsuf Sifa because they're Allah's name. They're Allah's name. Okay, so Allah's names are not considered as Mawsuf Sifa, although they come side by side and they fulfill all the conditions. Okay, just remember that names of Allah are separate. They are by itself. Okay, so they are not this one. Okay, so let's do a quick exercise from the Quran. So let me just share the Quran, and then we can finish it today, inshallah. So we'll do I'll ask few brothers and sisters some questions. So inshallah we can go from there. Let's see, let's find the surah. Okay. Okay, I'll share my screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is one of, I mean, all surah is good, but this is one of my favorite surah also, Fussilat. Okay. Let's start from the beginning. Let's see. Let's ask the sister first because your name is first, Sister Nagis. If you can tell me. So the first word, Tanzilum. Okay, my question to you, is it Rafa Nasab or Jar?
Rafa.
Is it heavy or light?
Heavy.
Is it ism or a fail or a harf?
Tanjilun Ism.
Ism, because it's obviously it's tanwin is always, you know, it's ism. Okay, good. Then it says Minar Rahmanir Rahim. Tanzilum Minar Rahmanir Rahim. What is Mina? What does Mina means?
Min a half of
Jar, yes.
Jar.
What's the meaning of min?
Min from.
From. So sometimes min could be Mina. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
I know. An
Yeah.
could be Ani, Ila could be Ilai, Ala could be Ala. So this is the Mina, okay? So Mina Rahmanir Rahim. Tanzilum means a revelation, something that is sent down. So Tanzilum Mina Rahmanir Rahim means
Tanjilun means
Mina Rahmanir Rahim.
revolution. Revolution from Rahmanur Rahim.
Yeah. And is it revelation, the revelation or a revelation?
The revelation that
No.
because
Why? There's no al here.
Rahman.
No, Ar-Rahman is, but Tanzil doesn't have a, da. So a revelation from the Rahman and Rahim. Tanzil doesn't have al, right? It's common. It's common. It's not proper. It's not proper, right? So a revelation from Rahman and Rahim. Okay. And so here in Rahman and Rahim, how many? So only these two. So this fragment is called what? Harf of Jar, because it's Mina. And because of Mina is Ar-Rahmani and Ar-Rahimi. And these two again, as I said, grammatically they are Mawsuf Sifa, but actually they are not because they are two names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, sister? Okay, thank you. Next question for brother Abdullah. Let's see this one. Not this one.
আমি আসলে sorry brother, I slept in the middle of the class. I
Oh,
missed something.
okay, okay. Now this one we'll ask you maybe this one if it's very easy one for you. So what is aksaruhum means? Aksar means, most. So what is aksaruhum means?
Most from you.
No, look at again. Aksaruhum.
No, I can't, sorry.
What is whom means?
Them.
Them. So
Okay,
aksaruhum
yeah.
means most of them.
Most of them.
Most of them, because this is a most of this is a idaf and mudaf and mudaf ilayh, because attached pronoun always gives the idafa. Okay, so this is a aksaruhum means most of them. Okay, okay, that's fine for you, brother. That's fine, thank you. So brother Abdullah, if you can tell me now.
That Abdul is also me. I logged in from phone and then the laptop.
Sorry.
That Abdul is also me. I'm the same
Oh,
person.
okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. So there's two. There is one. Brother Mizan, can you unmute yourself?
Yep.
Can you tell what does this mean? Kulub means heart. So what does kulubuna
Kulubuna.
mean?
Yep. That's our heart. No.
Our heart. Very good. Heart. Okay. What is? You didn't tell the meaning, but what is this fragment? Fi akinnatin.
في حرف جار.
Fi means.
جار.
Fi mean. What does fi mean?
وفي from. No, I forgot. Sorry.
Inside or in.
Yeah.
Inside. Okay. Do you remember what the mimma means? We talked about it today.
Yes, we talked about it today.
Min plus ma. Okay, min plus ma is mimma. Okay. Okay. What about this one? This one you should know.
وفي.
Yeah. So this one, fi azanina. What is azan means? Do you know? It means ear. Remember ear.
Calling or hearing, right?
No. It's your
Ear.
body part, ear. You have two
ear.
ears. Okay. So what is fi azanina means?
في آذاننا in our ear.
Yes, very good.
Yes,
In our ear, in our ears actually. Okay.
Yes,
Uzun is singular and azani is a plural. Okay. Fi azani in our ear. Yes, in our ear. Very good. Okay. How about this one? Min.
Brother, the azaniya, that's mean it's a broken plural.
Yes, it's a broken plural. Yeah. Yes. Min bainina wa bainika.
Mean from bainina, something regarding sign.
No, not regarding sign. What is baina means? Do you know what is baina? Why did you read about baina? Have you tried
Baina
to
means
memorize?
sign, isn't it?
No, that's bayana means sign.
Bayana, okay.
Baina means between. It's in the
Between.
special mudaf. His sister memorized everything. You haven't memorized. Okay.
No.
So you have to memorize better, otherwise you can't. So what is if
Yes.
baina means between? So it is bainana means
Between us.
between us. And what does this means?
Well, by tika, between you, tika.
Yes. So okay, and what is hijab means? You all know what is hijab means, right? Hijab means like a curtain. Okay, a veil. Okay. So what does this mean? Min bainina wa bainaka hijabun. Sister, you know, try.
Yes.
Mean from between us and between you, hijab.
Yeah. What the hijab, a hijab. Whenever you see
No.
common, you put a.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a common, right? So hijab. So
yeah, common.
Hijab means curtain, okay? A veil is something that separates, right? So between us and between you, there is a curtain. Okay, there's a curtain. Okay, or a curtain, or the best way to say it, a curtain, a hijab is from between us and between you. Now here, one more thing. Bainaka, right? You say between you, right? How many you here? One you, two you, all of you?
In ka singular.
Singular, right? So it's Allah is talking to someone singular, right?
Yeah.
So who is this person?
Prophet Muhammad.
Prophet Muhammad, right? Okay. If I want to say between all of you, what should I say?
Key.
No, brothers.
Kum.
Kunna.
Kum.
Kakuma
Yeah,
kum. Kakuma kum.
kum, yeah, all of you. Kunna is all of you feminine, okay?
Feminine.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, who else is remaining? Brother Musaddiq? In Nana, see this one? We talked about it, okay? What is in Nana means?
In the from.
No, inna doesn't mean form. Inna means certainly.
Certainly.
So,
Certainly us.
certainly we or us, okay? And amiluna, okay, is it Rafa Nasb or Jar, this word?
Rafa.
And it is singular or plural?
Plural.
Plural. So certainly we are amilun. What is alim? Amilun means that we are worker. Amil is a worker. So we are worker, or we are worker, okay? So that's what it means here. Let's try something else. Okay. Brother Mizan, you want to try this? Ana basharun. What does ana means? Do you remember?
I am
Yes, I am. And bashar means human. So what is ana
human.
bashar? So what is ana basharun means? I am human.
I am human.
Okay, very good, very good. Let's do. Okay, let's go to another one. Sister, do you remember what is this?
Allazina.
Those who, right? Oh, sorry.
Those who, yes, yeah, those who, yes, that's fine, yes, okay. Those who, what do they call? When did you talk about those things? Do you remember we had a chart of those? What are this thing called? Allazi, allazina.
Proper.
Yeah, they're proper word. They have a special name.
Yeah.
What type of ism are they? Ism Mawsul. Ism Mawsul.
Ism Mawsul, yeah.
Ism Mawsul. Okay, allazina is okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this one, hum bil akhirate. Okay, hum means they, right? Is it attached they here, or is it an independent they?
I swear by them.
No. This y is this y is not I swear. It's independent. This y means and. This is not I swear by. Okay, and also it's y and I not swear because it's in the middle of the ayah, so it's not a swearing. Swearing usually comes at the beginning. Okay, so it's independent. Whom means they. Okay, or they are. Bil akhirate. What is bil akhirate means? You know akhirah means, right? What is bil akhirate means?
With the akhirah.
With the akhirah, okay, or in the akhirah, like bismillah. So B is a harf of jar, okay? So bil akhirate, with the akhirah or in akhirah, okay? So hum bil akhirate, again whom, okay? Kafiruna. Kafirun means, the one who rejects. So they are rejectors. They are kafirun with the akhirah or in the akhirah, okay? And Allah used whom twice. It's because of emphasis, and we're going to talk about emphasis later also. But who Allah could have said, whom bil akhirati kafirun, okay, that they are, kafirun, they are rejecter, or they are denier of the akhirah. But Allah said they are the denier of the akhirah. So Allah is saying that, with emphasis, with a power, that they are really the disbeliever. Okay. I think let's see what's the time now. It's almost Friday. Okay, so we'll finish it here maybe today, inshallah. So we'll do some more exercise. So your job is to, inshallah, to memorize the Harf of Nasb, inshallah, the 8 of them, and the Mawsuf Sifa, that how it works. So if the 4 property matches, okay, and then we can inshallah do some exercise next week, and then we'll have only one fragment left, which is a little bit bigger one. Okay, maybe we'll take 1 week, full week of that. But inshallah, with that, we can finish the 5 fragments, and then we can go to our next chapter, inshallah. Okay, so I'll stop the recording here. If you have any question, you can still ask. If not, inshallah, you all have a good night, inshallah, and may Allah keep you safe and stay healthy. And we see you again next Wednesday, inshallah, at 9 p.m. Jazakallahu khairan, subhanakallahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.